Hey!
Hey! What's up, y'all? Welcome to the new studio.
Yeah. So there's a new studio down in Maddie's basement. We are no longer on the couch. We are on chairs.
Yeah, what the
Because we don't lounge, but we do sit. So yeah, I don't know. Things are going to be like different, but like probably the same. But all right, we're going to get into it. Let's take off these hats. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god.
What a transition.
Where were we? Chapter 12. Time after time.
If you lost, you can learn, and you will find it. Time after time. If you're not the woman, you'll be waiting. Time after time.
I have foreseen.
And then everyone's like, go f*** yourself.
Right into the throat.
I have foreseen.
They're throwing a graduation party, and Bella's like, cool, I'm not even gonna argue about it, because once I graduate, I become immortal.
Yeah. And then Bella's like, couldn't you have waited a few weeks to tell me about this? Like, why are you telling me about this party now? Graduation is like forever and a half away. Alice is like, Bella, do you know what day it is?
Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
The 4th! It's the 4th of June? It can't be. How
did that happen?
I tried to count backwards in my head, but it was really hard.
Really, math is really hard.
10.
5. Somehow, in the middle of all my obsessing over the time, my time had disappeared.
Title of the chapter.
Time.
No, wait, she's like, wait, I'm not ready to say
Oh, fuck.
Metaphor for being like, oh, I want to have sex, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say,
wait,
doesn't this sound like...
I did cry.
You did?
I did.
I'm not ready. Like my poor virginity.
No, I literally did.
My maidenhead.
No, my boyfriend. Wait. Okay. Side note. We'll probably have this.
No,
yeah. I was like so ready, obviously, and then like it gets to that point where it's like about to be like that point, and then I just like literally start crying, and he was like, oh my god, like what's wrong? I was like, I don't know, I'm just like really scared, and he was like, it's okay. My mom said that she might cry.
And then what, you had sex and...
It hurt really bad.
Yeah.
In theory, I was anxious, even eager to trade mortality for immortality. After all, it was the key to staying with Edward forever, and also like getting magical powers.
Yeah, and also just like being like financially evil and like getting to be
financially
getting exactly what you want, and also just like a graduation metaphor of like when you're ready to move on to a different chapter of your life that like you've chosen for yourself. That's when you get graduation goggles, right? And you start looking around and you're like, oh my god,
and then you're like, maybe I don't want to break up with my high school boyfriend. And then we will stay together, and then like, Thanksgiving comes around, and it's like,
it's like a porn.
So they get home, and Edwards pulls her down into his lap, and he's like, would you please tell me what you're thinking?
Like, what's going on? Like, babe, I can clearly see that something is troubling you, and I want you to open up.
He said, before I go mad, like, tell me what you're thinking before I get fucking pissed. Before I beat the shit out of you.
You better tell me. What are you thinking
about?
Like, don't lie.
Oh, her lips are white.
Talk, Bella.
The date took me off guard. Like, okay, she's fucking scared now.
You're not ready.
I am.
I lied. I have to be. I have to be ready because everyone is coming to kill me.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Not until you're ready, and definitely not while you feel threatened, which is totally valid.
Yeah, enthusiastic, yes.
Yeah.
She closes her eyes and leans into him, hiding her face.
You don't want me to be a vampire.
No, I don't. You could do so much better, Bella. I know that you believe that I have a soul. Oh my god.
To let you become what I am just so that I'll never have to lose you is the most selfish act I can imagine. Even though that's what she wants and actively what he doesn't want.
Taking her virginity is the most selfish act you could.
If there were any way for me to become human, a virgin again for you, no matter what the price was, I'd pay it.
And he's oh, she smiles. Well, so it's not that you're afraid you won't like me as much when I'm different. Well, I'm not soft and warm, and I don't smell the same.
Pop and lock and jam and break.
You really do want to keep me? No matter how I turn out?
She's like, you would buy the cow even though you get the milk? I get the insecurity though, because she's like, I won't be the same anymore. And like everything that he says that he likes about me, and I'm sure this is a fear he has, is like about her humanity, that she's like, if I become a vampire, like what if he doesn't like me anymore? And I know that he fears that.
Not to mention, like, what if she doesn't like him? Like, the first years of being a newborn vampire are like, all I want to do is drink blood and cause chaos.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I want you forever. But like, forever entails a part of forever where she's just fully self-consumed. And what does that look like?
Well, and then he's not going to be like this perfect, incredible, dazzling being to her anymore, because she's going to be on that level. And it's like, oh, suddenly she's on this level and she's going to see me as like average.
But it's not really about that, because the insecurity is like her being like, he has a human fetish. And like, when that's done for me, then like, I'm just like other girls.
Yeah. You're worried I won't like you?
I don't think you realize how much easier it will be for me, Bella, when I don't have to concentrate all the time on not killing you.
Certainly there are things I'll miss. This, for one, grabs her ass.
He stared into my eyes as he stroked my cheek.
Ass cheek.
He stared into...
When you become a vampire, you lose your ass.
You lose that ass. It's the most significant sound in my world. I'm so attuned to it now.
That clapping of that ass.
I swear I can pick it up from miles away.
Everybody get on the dance floor.
This. Taking my face in his hands.
This is what I'm keeping.
Where are we?
You!
That's what I'm keeping.
You'll
always be my Bella, just a little more durable.
That's a pretty good answer.
I sighed and let my eyes close in contentment, resting there in his hands. Oh, that's actually cute.
That's like my dog. I'm like, Trixie, come here. And she's like, oh, a resting place.
I'm like, well, actually, the relief.
So now you answer a question for me.
The whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Not sparing my feelings. He spoke the words slowly. You don't want to be my wife.
Oh. Okay, fine. It's so
embarrassing. Oh my god, I'm sure it's gonna sound like a big joke. Like, this is really embarrassing.
I'm not that girl, Edward. The one who gets married right out of high school, like some small town hick who got knocked out by her boyfriend. Oh, wait, that's it? And she's like, is that not enough? Like, that's my answer. Yeah, that's it. He's like, oh, okay. I thought you wanted. Oh, shit. It's not that you were more eager for immortality itself than just for me. Wait. What if Bella was playing the long con this entire time? And she got Phil that baseball job so that they would leave. To Charlie.
No, she did.
And she knew about the Quileute tribe.
She had spent her summers with Charlie doing all the research she could on the Quileute tribe, and is like, oh, I bet these fucking cold ones, these vampires, they're coming back to this area, and like, I am going to be there when
all
that
she's
goes
ever
down.
wanted is to become an immortal vampire, and this is an entire plot just so that she can become the queen of the Volturi.
Oh yeah,
I wish.
What if she was using Edward the whole fucking time?
And he can't read her mind, and she like knew that.
Yeah, and she... But how? But
I don't know.
I'm thinking about it too hard.
It's like, no.
Edward, I gasped out between the paroxysms of giggles.
There's no point in forever without you.
I
wouldn't want one day without you.
This is a lie. This is all a lie.
It's a ruse. Edward,
no, babe. Like, what's even the point of forever without like you?
And he can't read her mind, so he's the perfect victim.
Well, that's a relief. He said. She's like, good. Yes.
All right, he's like, I do understand your perspective, but you should try to consider mine. She rolls her eyes. Like, oh,
won't someone consider the men?
You see, Bella, I was that boy.
I was that boy.
Yeah.
It's from Wicked.
I wasn't looking for love.
No.
I was
far too eager to be a soldier for that. A soldier?
Yeah.
Okay, he's born in 1901. What war is he soldiering in?
I wish I knew history. It's either
World War I
or World War... I think it's World War II.
He's born in 1901. He's 17 when he dies, so he dies in 1918. World War I is happening right then. Like, it's a World War I deal.
Oh yeah, wait, what was that movie called? 1917?
Yeah.
It was World War I. Okay. Anyway, I was that boy. I always wanted to like find my person, and she's like, "That's why I picked you." To She saw herself in a long khaki skirt and a high-necked khaki blouse with her hair piled on her head
in a khaki scrunchie. I saw Edward looking dashing in a khaki suit with a bouquet of khakis in his hand, sitting beside me on a porch khaki. I shook my head and swallowed. Hey, Miss Henry. In my mind, marriage and eternity are not mutually exclusive or mutually inclusive concepts. And since we're living in my world for the moment, maybe we should go with the times, if you know what I mean. Perfectly worded.
But on the other hand,
you will soon be leaving time behind you altogether. That's so much more intense than I thought he was going to say. She's like, okay, so I guess then your condition of marriage is, like, you'll change me if we get married, is still in effect. And he's like, yeah, I see your point, but if you want me to change you myself. And she goes, dum, dum, dum.
She's like calling Edward dumb.
You see my point, right? And she's like, dumb, 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 dumb.
I've manipulated this whole situation.
You are the one, and I'm gonna be immortal. The night flew by dreamlessly. Yay! And then it was morning.
Jumped on breakfast. Charlie's gone, of course.
He left the paper on the table next to his gun and reminded me that there was a gun on the table.
Seattle terrorized by
flames during Pride Month. It's absolutely, it's June. It's an ad in the paper, just like everyone's dying in Seattle.
Every victim was burned. Okay, well,
okay.
That seems like a modus operandi.
Okay, anyway. Oh, but they were burned in a dumpster, capital D dumpster. The newspaper is like, we don't know what the is going on. Only one conclusion is indisputable. Something hideous is stalking Seattle.
Who let Jessica Stanley go to Seattle? I want to talk to Jasper.
Jasper again? It was strange. Why the fuck would we talk to Jasper?
Jasper doesn't hang.
It was my unspoken assumption that he was only there for Alice.
You're right.
I had the sense that he would follow Alice anywhere, that this lifestyle was not his first choice. He's like, if I could have a choice, I would be racist.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this lifestyle. He
refers
to it as a
lifestyle.
And that's how you know.
That's how you know he's racist. That's how you know. That's how you know.
He's got a Confederate flag. What does he say? It was it's my culture.
All the time.
Ooh, okay, she's too intimidated by the tall. He's tall. I never thought of him as tall. Oh, he looks like a brooding movie star. Metal star.
A brooding movie star. As we walked in, Emmett ambled through the kitchen door, seeming perfectly at ease. Nothing ever bothered Emmett. Must be so cool to get eternity and not depression, so that you just like get to be a dope bro forever.
No, he's like, everything's always worked out for me, and it always will. Let's go now.
Emmett says, I'm dead bored.
I'm dead bored.
I'm
Pull
dead.
out a skateboard.
Hell yeah! Emmett makes the joke about being dead, and Rosalie is like, and then Emmett's like, she's such a bitch.
And then Carlisle's like, okay, I don't want to be police. Like, that's what the Volturi, like, let's stay out of it. And then Edward's like, well, if we stay out of it, then the Volturi are going to come here to deal with this.
Yeah, like, it's like, never call the cops.
And
like,
Carlisle's like, yeah, but like, remember how like we don't ever fight anyone ever? Like, what are we going to do? We're going to show up there and suddenly like fight people? Like,
right.
And like, what? You want me to bring them back here as friends and they see Bella and it's like, where? It's like, what do you want me to do right now? They're all just like, not sure what's going on, but we came here to talk to Jasper.
And then he's like, how much do you know about me, Bella? And she's like, not much. Jasper's like, Edward, you didn't tell her about me? And Edward,
like, I told her you're from the south.
Yeah. Literally, Edward goes, no, I'm sure you can understand why I haven't told her that you're fucking racist. But I suppose she needs to hear it now.
And then Jasper nods thoughtfully and rolls up his sweater. Like, all right. Oh. That one was really bad.
That was pretty bad.
That was really bad. Do you have tape?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We're almost done with the chapter and then we'll fix it.
My hands are sweaty. It's so weird.
Okay, so Jasper rolls up the sleeve of his arm and holds it under a lampshade close to the light of the naked bulb and traced his finger across a crescent mark on the pale skin. And then she's like, Jasper, you have a scar exactly like mine. She compares her like bite from James to his battle scars.
He's just like literally covered with teeth marks.
He's just been bit like all over.
Yeah.
What?
Jasper, what happened to you?
What happened?
And then that's the end of the chapter.
Welcome to the new studio. Hope it's a vibe. I'm sure it will be. And I don't know, I think just like happy days.
Happy days.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.